Good evening everyone, welcome along to the Scottish National Shotcross Championships 2016. This is day 3 at the Royal Commonwealth Pool in Edinburgh. My pleasure to welcome you this evening. My name is Robert Taylor, I'll be your commentator tonight, and beside me again is Robbie Rennick.
Great to be back. Robbie. Yeah, great to be back. Lots of exciting races coming up tonight. Third day of the competition as well, so we'll see how these swimmers are going to go tonight. I think a lot of them will be tired from the last 2 days of swimming and some brilliant races over the last 2 days, eh?
We have indeed. We've had Scottish records, world deaf records, junior records. It's been a fantastic competition. Pool swimmers pretty fast this evening in the pool. But as you say, Robbie, day 3, they might be a little bit tired, finding the strain.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's going to be a tough third session. It's always on the third day. That's when people start to get a little bit tired. But you know, we're really looking forward to some exciting races in this session.
Yeah, we again have Duncan Scott, who looked very comfortable. Duncan just withdrew from the IM to concentrate on the 200 free. This morning he did a 1:45.15. Looked very relaxed in that, Robbie, so expect something special tonight, I think, from Duncan.
Think so. I mean, I had a word with his coach last night and he says he's capable of a 1:41. I really do expect to see that Scottish record go tonight, and you know, the guy looks so fast through the water. It's one of the races I'm really looking forward to watching, because of course that was my event. That's the event I always did, the 200 metre freestyle.
And as you can see, is session 9, the final session. We kick off with the women's 400 IM. Men's 400 IM follows that. So 5 different events this evening. 50 butterfly for women and men. 200 free for women and the men, and we look forward to seeing Duncan hopefully break the Scottish record in our 6th event. Women's 100 and men's 100 back follow that, and the last events are the women's and men's breaststroke. So that concludes all the individual events this evening, just the 10. We don't have the distance events that we had on Friday and Saturday. However, we close proceedings with a lot of excitement. The swimmers really loved the last couple of sessions. Women's 4x100 freestyle and the men's 4x100 freestyle follow that. So that's the excitement for the swimmers at the end, being part of the team and trying to bring the team home.
Yeah, that's right. And seems like almost like it's a shorter session, but no, it's gonna take around about the same time. We are missing those longer events, so we're gonna start off the day with the 400 IM women and men. Keep an eye out on Orla Adams in lane 4 and Chanel Snedden in lane 5. With the obvious absence of Hannah Miley, it's great to see who's almost behind Hannah and who's going to be chasing her. Of course, they would have seen the time she'd done out at the World Championships at the moment, and they'll be trying to get that as close as possible. But you know, Hannah just seems to be a little bit too far ahead of these girls, and I'm sure these girls will be looking up to Hannah and trying to be that kind of athlete when they're older.
Yeah, you're seeing the shot there. A couple of their coaches, Ian Wright, the City of Glasgow coach, just moving to the far end of the screen, and right centre spot is Phil Potter, one of the local coaches from the club Heart Midlothian in Edinburgh. So he has some interesting swimmers taking part tonight. The junior team that managed to get the medley relay on Friday. They also won the 50 relay last night, so they'll be going for a hat-trick. I think it's going to be a difficult one for them. They'll have a few other clubs that will want to upset the apple cart in that one.
Yeah, and definitely especially the girls' side of it, the juniors are doing so well, which is so encouraging to see. I mean, Hearts of Midlothian have fantastic girl squad at the moment, and seems to be super competitive within the squad, and I mean that's the kind of breeding ground of the next generation of talent, what we're looking for. So this is the perfect spot to watch this talent come through, and like I say, with the absence of Hannah Miley here, we're actually seeing a lot of different girls get on top of that podium, which for them is going to be a huge confidence boost.
It's great to see that. In fact, if you were with us on Friday night, we had the excitement of Kane Bruce and Kiana McInnes in that 200 butterfly, very demanding swim that.
Yeah.
And Kiana came through strongly, the young Hearts girl, to pip that and took the junior record. Fantastic swim from her. That might have been the highlight of Friday, but we also had Corey Scott breaking the Scottish record, 106.06 in the 100 breaststroke, and we have Corey again tonight. She's goes in the 200 breaststroke. Probably a distance that's not her favourite, but she's in with the fastest time from a Scottish point of view. 2:27.91. She'll be contesting that against Deborah McNamara from the University of Stirling. So a lot of representation, Robbie, from both the two universities, in the Central Belt, University of Stirling and Edinburgh University. But don't forget, we've also got University of Aberdeen. They've now got a performance squad that's been set up in your own hometown. So it's getting very exciting up in Aberdeen, to be honest, and there has been a big shake-up of Coast not being Coast anymore. Now it's the University of Aberdeen is very much taking all the performance swimmers, but in order for clubs and swimmers to progress, now and again change is needed. It's great to see all the work that Patrick Miley's been doing with Hannah Miley and her brothers and at Geary, and trying to install that attitude. It's gonna be some brilliant talent coming out of Aberdeen in the next couple of years, and we're already starting to see that now. And you can see some of the swimmers. I think I can pick out some of the youngsters there, right in the middle of the screen. Nikki Miller, a very talented 16-year-old from South Lanarkshire. On the left-hand side of your screen is young 12-year-old Katie Shanahan. Next to her is Iona McLeod from Dundee City Aquatics, the girl with the first cap on. We spoke about her a moment ago, Chanel Snedden from Falkland Integrated Regional Swim Team, and Jess Thompson, I think that is from Coast in Aberdeen. So these girls will be participating in our first event.
Turkey hat, why not? Looks absolutely brilliant. Good to see light-hearted Christmas mood, Christmas theme very much coming through the Scottish Short Course Nationals this weekend, and it is the last night of competition, and everyone will be looking forward to racing, and then after, it's all they've got to look forward to is Christmas and spending time with the family. So these swimmers will be wanting to swim fast here tonight, get themselves nice momentum heading into 2017, and hopefully get what they trained for in 2017, whether that's making the World Championship team, making European Juniors. This is where it all starts.
Yeah. This is the last major event up in Scotland this year. Of course, some of the swimmers may go down next weekend to the Covent British Short Course, which is being held down south. But for the vast majority, this is it for the end of the year. They'll of course kick off early next year with the long course season. Various districts start up in the middle of January with their events, and that progresses through to Scottish National Age Groups in April, and then to the end of June, where we have our Scottish Open Championships.
Yeah, so they'll all be very exciting, and there'll be definitely key dates in the diary, and it's going to be exciting. I mean, there's so many junior records getting smashed here. I think this is probably one of the most successful Scottish Short Course Nationals to have ever happened, and for it to happen straight off of an Olympic Games cycle. Usually it can be quite flat in the first 6 months after an Olympic Games, but
there we have Kiana McInnes from Heart of Midlothian. She'll be taking part in the very first event, the 400 metres individual medley. This is the B final. Finals are we start off with the B final, then the A final. So swimmers in this: Abby Rawlings in 1, Victoria Milburn in 2, Danielle Gilbert in 3, Serena Iguaram in 4, and Kiana McInnes in 4, in 5 rather, Kristen Laurie in 6, Gaia Alcaraz in lane 7 and Katie McKenzie from the city of Glasgow in lane 8. So entry times here from the heats just over 5 minutes. And already Kiana McInnes, very prominent fly swimmer, leads it out in lane number 5, 29.48. She already has almost a second and a half advantage over Danielle Gilbert in lane 3. She got off to a cracking start, Robbie.
Yeah, looks like she's very strong in this first 100 fly, and to see her have that confidence through the first 100 meters is brilliant to see. You know, she's really taken the race from the start. Let's see if she can hold on.
She's actually the East District champion on this distance, so no surprise to see her leading from the start.
She's got almost a 4-meter lead there. You know, it's going to be hard for the other girls to catch her up.
Already got an advantage of some 3 seconds. Kiana's pretty useful on all 3 strokes, all 4 strokes rather. First 2 being butterfly and backstroke. Breaststroke's probably our weakest stroke, Robbie, so we might expect some of the swimmers to pull back a little bit further, but she's holding a good lead already.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this event. I mean, you can't, in order to be good at this event, you can't have a weak stroke, so it forces you to practice every stroke, and 400 IM is such a tough event, especially when you've already done a 400 IM in the heats this morning. To then turn that around and back up at night is tough going, and a lot of these girls as well will have more races tonight, so to start off the evening with 400 IM, it's going to be I think they're going to be very tired after this event.
Most of these girls swam this morning to qualify for this evening's final, or B final. The girl in lane number 4, Serena Iguaram, she actually qualified in the afternoon, so she's not had as much rest as the other girls. She's going really well, Robbie. She's pulled into second place, just ahead of Victoria Milburn over in lane number 2 in Kristen Laurie. But at the moment, Kiana McInnes dominating this, as she has from the start.
Yeah, she has, and she looks like she's just going to hold that lead. Coming into the breaststroke leg now, as you say, this might not be one of her strongest strokes. Let's just see if the other girls catch her up.
And she's holding a good lead. Good 6-7 metres ahead, Robbie.
Yeah,
and
it's great. And I bet she'll be a little bit gutted she didn't make that A final.
She would be, because her PB, I believe, is some 8 seconds faster than she actually went in to the 4:53 at East Districts literally about a month ago. So we have spoken about this being day 3, and some of these girls, you know, they can't pull it out every single swim.
Yeah.
No disgrace just getting into a B final.
Oh, no way. And sometimes when I remember I would make B finals now and again, and I would rather be in lane 4 in a B final than be in lane 1 or lane 8 in an A final. And you find that a lot of swimmers in the B final, especially lanes 4 and 5, they actually go faster than the swimmers in the A final. And it's just, you know, having that center lane racing opportunity, and when you're on the outside, it sometimes feels like you're out of the race. You can't quite see what's happening on the other end of the pool. So sometimes, these girls will be happy to be in the center lane.
And you can see Kiana
just pulling away.
Certainly got 10 metres or more. It looks as though she's had a good rest this afternoon and come back very strong for this evening's session. Interesting, a time 4:16.83, so I think she's going to come in somewhere around the 4:55 mark.
Yeah,
certainly under that.
Yeah, she looks like she's having a good time out there. Fingers crossed for a PB and maybe a junior record.
She looks very, very comfortable coming down this last 10-15 metres. So let's see what time she's going to post. What a superb swim, 4:49.32. That was very impressive, Robbie.
Yeah, it was good. It was great to see her just lead it from the start as well. The butterfly, she obviously has a lot of confidence in butterfly, and for a lot of these girls, they'll be taking out the butterfly quite easy, because it is actually very tough to do 100 fly at the start of your 400 IM, but Kiana there just going after it from the start. It's great to see.
6 of these girls all under the 5-minute mark. That was some swim from all of them.
And let's see how much faster, see if she can beat any of the girls in the A final now. It'll be interesting to see.
Even Serena Iguaram in 5th place, 4:58.55 after a good swim this afternoon. She's improved on that time as well. Most of these girls only 14, 15, 16, Robbie, so
Yeah.
you know, lots of talent there.
Yeah, and they're doing such a tough event as well, so it's, you know, good on them. Good on them at 14, 15 years old to be doing a 400 IM, and you know, they make it look so easy as well. It just shows how much Scottish swimming has been moving on over the years.
So here we have the ladies coming through, take their position on the podium shortly. Talking about youngsters, that's a 12-year-old, Robbie, in an A final.
That's very impressive. Is that a City of Glasgow cap?
I had the delight of calling her home at Cumbernauld just a month ago in the West Districts, where she broke the West District 12-year-old record then. That's Katie Shannon from the City of Glasgow.
Brilliant.
In lane number 7 from Hatton Midlothian, Katie Taylor, 16-year-old.
Your daughter, I believe.
It is indeed. Next to her, Nikki Miller, another 16-year-old from South Lanarkshire. I would expect Nikki to go probably sub 50 in this one. Chanel Snedden in lane number 5. She'll be there or thereabouts. This will be the favourite, as we suspect. Orla Adams from Geary, Hannah Miley's club. Niamh McDonough from Doris Stockton in 3. Jessica Thompson, City of Aberdeen in 2, and Iona McLeod, another youngster, 30-year-old, very talented young girl from Dundee City Aquatics, fantastic freestyle swimmer. Don't expect Orla Adams possibly to dominate early on. Her strength is breaststroke, so we'd expect Orla to be there or thereabouts up to the halfway mark and hopefully pull away. That's what she'll hope to do, Robbie.
Yeah, and she's of course Hannah Miley's training partner, so she'll know the 400 IM race tactics off by heart, I'm sure. It'll be interesting to see what she can do and who's going to be the new Scottish short course champion in this event.
And already Nikki Miller in lane 6, the blue cap, just 3 up from our screen there. Leads from Chanel Snedden, Orla Adams and Niamh McDonough in 4 and 3. Almost in a line, Robbie, with this last 25 of butterfly. Nikki Miller is making her presence felt at the early stage. Very good butterfly from her. The rest of the field a little way behind. There's breaststroke, probably the key of the 4 strokes, but it can all change.
That's right, and all these girls will have their preferred stroke as well, so whether that's fly back breaststroke or freestyle, whatever is your best stroke, you want to push that on as much as possible. You know, for me, for the breaststroke leg, it was always damage limitation for me, because I knew it was my worst stroke. And for these girls, top 4 girls here, all look so competitive, so it's going to be a really exciting race with the absence of Hannah Miley, of course.
And at the moment, Nikki Miller still holds that lead. Chanel Snedden just dropped back a little bit. This is probably Chanel's weakest of the 4 strokes, the backstroke. That's Orla Adams and Nikki Miller neck and neck, lanes 6 and 4. Not far behind, Niamh McDonough and Chanel Snedden. They've pulled away from Hearts Katie Taylor. She leads the remainder. Katie pretty useful in backstroke. I'd expect her to drop back a little bit. Breaststroke's probably her weakest section of the race. At early stage, Orla Adams at the halfway mark And Orla Adams now beginning to just pull away from the field here as we
a little
expected.
bit, yeah. As you said, Robert, her favourite stroke is breaststroke, and she looks like she is just taking a metre there off the rest of the field. And of course she'll be, I've seen Orla train before, she's a very tough athlete, sometimes doing 70, 80,000 metres a week, so she has that background, she has that endurance, so I think we're really going to see her finish very strong in this event.
Nikki Miller, again, breaststroke probably the weakest of Nikki's 4 strokes. Reasonable backstroke, but Nikki's just beginning to struggle just to keep on pace with Chanel Snedden and Niamh McDonough. We expect Nikki to come back strong on freestyle. Katie Taylor still some way behind in 5th place, so it looks as though the medals are from those 4, with Orla Adams really beginning to dominate here. 3:34.51 with 100 to go, advantage exactly 4 seconds over Chanel Snedden. Chanel's having a good race, but she's got no answer to the Geary girl.
No, and if you see her freestyle, it almost looks like the same technique as Hannah Miley. You know, all those years of training together, I'm sure has rubbed off.
And Chanel Snedden looks as though she looks good for second here. She's not going to catch up Orla. She's about 6 metres behind, but she's about 5 metres ahead of Niamh McDonough. Nikki Miller with a lot to do to try and get back onto the podium position. Let's see what time Orla will post here. She went in with a 4:45.85. She's going to be well inside that, Robbie.
Yeah, great to see actually. You know, it's looks like a good PB for Orla here.
But nice to see Chanel Snedden, the 17-year-old from first, having a good swim in second place. Orla Adams coming in to take that 4:39.83. It's a good time from Chanel Snedden. She'll be delighted with that swim. 4:44.76. Niamh McDonough 4:46.70, and Nikki Miller 4:47.66. What a super swim from Nikki. She'll be disappointed not to be in the podium, however, very good swim from her there, getting under the 4:50 mark. Jess Thompson 4:52.84, Katie Taylor 4:53.72. They'll both be pleased with that. And the youngsters, Ina McLeod 4:54.98, 13-year-old. My goodness, what a super swim from her.
Very good
and
swim.
even Katie Shannon under the 5-minute mark as well, 4:59.83. What a fantastic start to get us on underway,
yeah,
Robbie.
it is, and you can imagine as a 13-year-old how nerve-wracking it would be to just be standing up there in the A final. I remember back when I was 12, 13 racing in this pool, and I was so nervous, so it's so impressive on that time as well.
It says a lot about our club coaches as well, to be able
Yeah.
to get that through to the swimmers and produce the goods when it
Yeah,
matters.
that's right, and to try emphasise that swimming, especially racing, it's supposed to be fun. There is nothing to be scared of here, and we're really starting to see that with the young athletes now. They're all racing with a smile on their face. Like, yeah, it is very nerve-wracking being in the final. Naturally, it is. You know, if you don't have nerves, you're almost not human.
So it's the men's equivalent now. This is our B final. We've got Richard Laird over the far side from South Lanarkshire in 1, Nathan Corrigan from Tigers of Jersey in 2, Finlay Deans in 3, from Aberdeen, University of Aberdeen, George Clough from Warner Bass in 4, in 5 we have Joseph Miley, again from University of Aberdeen, Thomas Balfour, North Ayrshire, Fraser Allison, Warner Bass in 7, and Henry Dixon, Mount Kelly in 8. And Joseph Miley in lane 5, early leader from Thomas Balfour in lane 6.
That's right, that's Joseph Miley. That is Hannah Miley's younger brother. So Joseph Miley will of course be training with Hannah day in, day out. So looks like especially those Miley family, they're all very much focused on this event and the 400 IM.
As you say, Robbie, being in the middle lane, being in the B final, Joseph will be hoping to take quite a number of seconds off that time from this morning. Thomas Balfour a youth development squad member in lane 5. Going well. In second place. Over in lane number 2, Nathan Corrigan. Going well. He's coming through quite strongly on this backstroke section. He's probably pulled into second place ahead of Thomas Balfour. However, Joseph Miley leads at the 150 mark. Nathan Corrigan now going well in second place. Good start from Joseph here, Robbie.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's still anyone's race. It looks like he's leading here, but still, of course, have the breaststroke legs coming in. So hopefully we're in for an exciting race here.
In lane 4, George Clough getting into the picture here. You expect George to come through strongly in this next section. Very useful on breaststroke, Wonder Boy. He's turned 4th. It's a fairly close 4th. Thomas Balfour in 3rd, Nathan Corrigan 2nd at that turn. And can he make any inroads into this commanding lead that Joseph Miley's built up at the halfway mark? Well, it looks that way. Nathan Corrigan and George Clough now beginning to get into picture here, Robbie.
Yeah, no, it's going to get exciting. They seem to be catching Joseph up at the moment. Let's see what's going to happen come down the second 50 metres in breaststroke. It might even be even by the end of the breaststroke lane.
It's the Wonder Man who looks the threat here, Robbie. He's cut into that lead. He's less than a body length behind now, and I suspect by the time we get with 25 to go, there won't be much in it.
No, it's got a very nice long breaststroke. Nice
different
long
style of
gliding.
technique there.
Yeah. He looks like he's conserving energy as well, which is so important in this event.
Super turn there from George. He's opened up almost a body length advantage, and coming through Finlay Deans very strongly from the University of Aberdeen in lane 3. In fact, he's probably almost 3rd. Joseph Miley just holds 2nd. George Clough has a good advantage now, and I don't think he'll want to give that up after that super breaststroke section, Robbie.
No, he looks really nice and comfortable here. Let's see if he turns on the afterburners on the last 50, but looks like a win for Warrender.
Only 400s in it at the heats this morning, but George Clough's 50 to go, and he looks good. He's got about a 4 metre advantage here. Finlay Dean's now gone into 2nd, just ahead of Joseph Miley. It's the Wonder Man. He has a commanding lead with 25 to go, and nobody's going to get anywhere near him. This is an impressive swim from the 70-year-old George Clough. And again, Wonder Bass showing their prowess in this pool. Takes that. 4:25.87. Finlay Dean's 4:28.88. And Joseph Miley just in fact got up to take 2nd. 4:28.74. 4:28.88 for Finlay. And there you see George stretching for that final touch and improving his time by some 5 seconds, almost from 5 and a bit seconds from this morning. So good to see them improve on the times this morning, Robbie.
Yeah, this morning as well, because it's such a tough event. They'll be trying to hold off as much as possible, and it was a great improvement there. A couple PBs as well, so looking forward to the A final now, see what these boys can do.
The finalists for the men's 400 meters individual medley.
So as you can see, lights being dimmed. That's what we do here at the Comet for the final. Music playing in the background as the athletes make their way to the podium. And in lane 8, representing the University of Aberdeen, another Miley, Alistair
exactly.
Miley. So
I'm sure there's a bit of internal competition going on in that family, so Alistair would have just seen what time Joseph did there, and we'll be trying to get faster than him. Alistair, of course, is a little bit older than Joseph.
In 7, Joe O'Halloran from Derwentside. Sandy Goals from Flams in 6. Ryan Brown, City of Glasgow in 5. In 4, Zach Logie from the City of Sunderland in 4. Callum Laurie from the University of Stirling in 3. Ryan Retson from First in 2. And Luke Robbins from Millfield School in the south of England in lane 1. Should be very interesting contest, this one. Callum Laurie in 3 looked very relaxed in the heats this morning. Logie from City of Sunderland in 4. Fancy him to be very prominent.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very close race. I think keep an eye out on Callum Laurie here. Bit of a 400 IM specialist training, just recently training at the University of Stirling, so expect him to be good in this event and the next couple of years as well, and he seems to have taken an early lead.
Also expect Ryan Brown in lane number 5. Ryan very good on butterfly, probably going to turn second here. He does. Callum Laurie 27 dead, 27.37 for Ryan. Zach Logie 27.52. So
and Callum looks very, very comfortable at the moment, just cutting through the water nicely. And of course, these guys won't be pushing the butterfly too hard. You know, there's 300 meters left after this, so.
We're also having this heat over in lane 2. Ryan Retson, the swimmer from First, 16-year-old. He's the only 16-year-old that's made the final, so he'll be the junior champion in the men's event.
Yeah, he'll just be really chuffed to be in this event, and of course he'll be looking up to these guys and hopefully trying to beat them in the next couple of years.
Already Laurie just leads out the turn. Zach Logie beginning to get on terms here. Sunderland man. Good to see representation, Robbie, from our friends over the border. Always delighted to see them come up and challenge and take away some of our medals.
Yeah, exactly. It is good to see, just to have encourage some more competition here. You know, it's all about racing and having that depth of field, and traditionally we would have always some Belgian swimmers here, which was great. Likes of Peter Timmers, Olympic silver medalist, just gone in Rio. It was always fantastic to have these guys here, and you know, this competition does attract some big names sometimes, so you know, long may that continue. It's always exciting having a really, really good race, and it benefits everyone.
And at the halfway mark, Zach Logie just leads Callum Laurie. Callum Laurie very strong on breaststroke, as you know, Robbie, so expect him to really start coming through strongly.
Looks like a very, very competitive race here.
But don't discount Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown's not the best at breaststroke. You would expect him to be having to battle hard to stick with these lads, but he's
managing it.
He's holding his own with Zach Logie, but Callum Laurie's opened up quite a substantial advantage after that first 50 of breast.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a nice comfortable body length lead now, and he's just pulling away, and I think he's going to be doing the work now for the win, and I can't imagine the other boys catching him up. In the freestyle leg, he looks like he's just getting further and further ahead. Almost 7 meter gap there.
Certainly, it's all about second place. Very strong coming through is Ryan Retson. Callum Laurie previously swam for the first programme. Ryan Retson, his ex-teammate, has now pulled his way into second place. The junior, only junior in this. Ryan Retson's a pretty fair swimmer on freestyle, so expect him to kick on and try and get on the podium, and he looks good for second, Robbie, at the moment.
That's right. It's a real good battle for second and third place at the moment. Everyone looks to be trying as hard as they can. It's who's going to call it. Maybe lane 2 is going to get it.
So far, it's Laurie's race. Retson looks good for second. It's all about third, and third place looks as though it could be Sandy Goals from Flams, the Belgian. Zach Logie also challenging him. However, it's University of Stirling. Callum Laurie's going to take this. Ryan Ritson looks good for second. And Callum Laurie 4:15. What a super time. 4:15.94. Ritson 4:19.70. And Sandy Gold from Flams 4:20.52 in third. Ritson just held on for second. What another fantastic finish there, Robbie.
Brilliant, and Callum will be absolutely ecstatic with that. Of course, Duncan Scott chose not to do the 400 IM this morning. He's going to be focusing on that 200 freestyle later. So, you know, Callum, first Scottish senior title there, he's going to be very happy with that. It's going to set him up nicely for 2017, and it's great to know for him as well. He's made the change from first to University of Stirling, so it's great for him to get a PB and know that actually all the training he's been putting in has actually been working.
4:24.04 was his PB that he did down at his universities recently. So taking some 8+ seconds off that time, Robbie, just shows the training that he's getting up at University of Stirling this last few months.
Yeah, it seems to really be paying off, and he's working with Ben Higson at the moment. Bit of an inspirational training squad out there at the moment. The likes of Dan Wallace is now training at Stirling, and Duncan Scott. So that's 3 Olympic medals in that one training program, and it will be great for Callum Laurie, very much a junior, even though he's around about the same age as Duncan Scott, just to be training with the likes of these guys. It will be very inspirational for him. You know, hopefully he's just going to keep on getting faster and faster in that event.
So after the first 2 events, we swim 2, present 2, swim 2, present 2 this evening, Robbie. So our 400 IM medalists are now getting presented with their medals. Our bronze medalist from the Borough of Stockton, down in England, Niamh McDonough. Our silver medalist from first, Chanel Snedden. 4:44.76 her time, and the Scottish National Short Course Champion 2016 from Geary, Orla Adams.
Very solid win there for Orla Adams. Looks like she got a nice PB there as well.
And our junior champion from South Lanarkshire, Nikki Miller, 4:47.66. She'll be delighted with that time, Nikki. Third down at the third down at Sheffield in July at the age group championships. And of course that long course, but that was a fantastic swim she did down there. Yep. So good to see her on the short course, 4:47.66.
Yep.
Bronze medalist from France.
So, medal presentation. Our bronze medalist from Blams, Sandy Golds, time 4:20.52. Silver medalist from first is Ryan Ritson. His time was 4:19.70.
These guys still look absolutely knackered, straight out the racing pool.
Callum Laurie, the Scottish short course champion, 4:15.94, and Ryan Ritson, also the junior champion. Super swim from Ryan there.
Yeah, what a great battle that was for second and third. All those guys, there's 4 guys there going after it, and it's great to see no one giving up and just sticking in to the very last metre.
Over to the 50 butterfly. Ashley Backhouse in 1, Evie Edwards 2, Thea Rayner 3, Jessica Christie 4, Emily Horn in 5, Kiana McInnes in 6, Megan Grant in 7, and Lucy Grieve in 8.
Expect to see a really fast splash and dash here. Most of these girls will just be keeping their heads down and maybe breathing only twice in this event.
In lane number 3, Fiorina looks as though she might be the early leader, City of Sunderland, but it's going to be very tight here. Katie Shine coming, Emily Horn in 5 coming through. In fact, Evie Edwards over in lane 2 took that in 27.92.
Another race
Jessica
there for
Christie,
Kiana.
27.95, 304. And Fiorina took third, 27.97. Very tight finish there. Less than a quarter of a second between the first 3, 4, 5 swimmers there, Robbie.
Very, very fast race there. Almost everyone finishing in a line.
Right, Jill, athletes ready?
So after that one, we move to our A final. Got the lights being dimmed very shortly. You can see the girls under the nerves on jumping up and down, getting ready to.
That's right. They'll be trying to focus on getting as good a start as possible and a good turn, because of course the 50 is over with so quick. So if you're a couple percent off on either of them, it's going to cost you big time. It could even cost you the win, when we see these races won by hundredths of a second sometime. And I spoke a lot over this weekend about timing the finishes, and it will be critical here in the 50 fly. If you finish on a glide or you finish on a half stroke, you know, it could well be the swimmer next to you finishes on a full stroke. Even if they're behind you, they will get to the wall first.
Yeah, you could almost forget it, Robbie, if you're gliding. You know, you lose that half a second.
Yeah,
is it massive? Absolutely massive.
Absolutely massive. You see it from age group level all the way up to the Olympic final. You know, it's coming down that last 7 meters of the race. You've really got to time it.
So in 8, Karen Reid from Edinburgh University. In 7, Emma Harvey from Millfield. In 16, Bruce, Edinburgh University. Kirsty Simpson, University of Aberdeen. In 5, Lauren Mills from the University of Stirling. In 4, Anna Fleming, City of Glasgow. In 3, Rachel Masson from South Aberdeen. In 2, and Anna Newlands, Edinburgh University. In 1. Again, this could go to anyone. 26.59 through to 27.78. So Lauren Mills, University of Stirling. In 4, Kirsty Simpson. In 5.
Expect a really, really aggressive start from Kirsty Simpson. That seems to be the way she's doing her races this weekend.
Lauren Mills in 4, off to a very good start there. Kirsty Simpson over in lane 1. Anna Newlands going well. Very tight, but Lauren Mills in 4 got a very good kick off the wall. Kirsty Simpson going well. It's Lauren and Kirsty. Lauren Mills is going to take this, Robbie. Kirsty Simpson over the far side. Anna Newlands, this is on the touch. Yeah, Lauren Mills 26.34. Kirsty Simpson 27.08. Anna Newlands 27.29.
Brilliant win there from Lauren. Absolutely dominated the race from the very start, and you know, she looks to really be enjoying that event. Lauren's been off injury with an injury about a year ago, so it's great to see her back in the pool and swimming PBs. Of course, with a big smile on your face. That's what it's all about.
As you say, get off to a good start, and it makes such a difference. On to our men's event. As you see the girls coming in to the finish there. And Lauren stretching and touching the wall. And 1, Grant Henderson, City Glasgow. Alistair Kirkwood in 2, also for City Glasgow. Robert Price, Aberdeen Dolphins. In 3, Greg Watson, Edinburgh University. 4, Callum Reid Warner. In 5, Tom Bealey, University of Aberdeen. In 6, Ryan Brown, City of Glasgow. 7, Mark Hill, South Lanarkshire. In 8, this is the B final.
Ryan Brown in this final again, just fresh out the 400 IM, so let's see what he can do here.
Very level start. Greg Watson in 4, Edinburgh University, and again also in 6, Tom Bealey. Callum Reid in 5, Tom Bealey in 6. Looks as though he might just prevail. Callum Reid coming through. It's anybody's on the touch. Greg Watson got that 24.79. Tom Bealey second, 24.92, and Callum Reid 24.93.
Almost couldn't pick a winner there. It was all down to the touch just there. So great win from Greg Watson. And Tom Bealey, it looked like he had the win there, but of course he would have finished with that small glide into the wall, what cost him the win.
So important to get that final stroke
Absolutely critical, absolutely critical. If you can reflect back to the 2008 Olympic fly final with Michael Phelps and Milorad Kavic, Phelps won that race by 1/100th because he finished on a full stroke and Kavic glided in.
The finalists for the men's 50 meters butterfly.
Bit of a historic race that.
We now move on to the A final. Athletes make their way to the podium. We have in lane number 8 from Aberdeen Dolphins, Mark Campbell. In lane number 7 from the University of Stirling, Callum Bain. In lane 6, also from the University of Stirling, Jamie Graham. City of Sunderland's Adam Taylor goes in 5. In 4 from Larne, Conor Brines. In lane number 3 from Flams, Sebastian de Muller-Wiesen. In 2 from Aberdeen Dolphins, Ian Dunbar, and in 1, Loughborough University's Alistair Wright. 23.63 was Conor Brines' time. He was a good half a second clear of the remainder. 24.26 was Adam Taylor's time.
He's going to be one to look out for there.
So let's see if Conor can dominate from lane 4, Robbie.
Let's see, half a second ahead. That's
That's
quite a
massive.
big gap in the
It's
50.
massive in this. Ryan's off to a very good start in the middle lane there. Also going well, Jamie Graham in 6 and 5, Adam Taylor. See how they get off that wall. Brines, good underwater work from Brines there, Robbie. He's going to take this. Adam Taylor looks good for second. It's anybody's for third, lane 3 perhaps. In fact, Callum Bain from 7 got that. Brines took that 23.38, Adam Taylor 23.83, and Callum Bain's 24.13 from lane 7, Robbie.
Very, very quick there, and almost great win there for Conor. Sorry, you know, he was about a half a body length ahead of everyone else, and everyone else almost finished at the same time. So, you know, it just goes to show how important that underwater work was. He stayed under for about an extra 2 meters.
Indeed. That probably won him the race by some margin, and only 600 between 3rd, 4th and 5th. So difficult to call 3rd, 4th, 5th, Robbie, but as you say, you know, it's all very much get our arms over the water and touch the wall, get that stroke perfect. Otherwise, you've lost the race.
That's right. In butterfly, it's all about timing as well. And Conor looked like his stroke timing was absolute perfection, whereas there's a lot of other swimmers in there. Callum Bain, Jamie Graham. Callum is a freestyler, Jamie is a breaststroke. So looks like Conor is exclusively fly, and you know, you can just tell his technique is spot on in terms of timing. It's just cutting through the water with a lot of momentum.
Making the presentations for the flies, John Mason, who's on the Scottish
So,
Swimming Board.
We dim the lights again, move over to the other end of the pool for presentations. This is the 50 butterfly.
Anna Newlands.
Bronze medalist Anna Newlands from Edinburgh University.
Representing University of Aberdeen, silver
The
medalist,
University of
Kirsty
Aberdeen.
Simpson.
Kirsty Simpson being presented with her silver medal.
Kirsty with a few events tonight. She has been racing a lot this week.
Open champion from the University of Stirling, Lauren Mills.
And Lauren Mills,
Our
Scottish
champion is Kirsty Simpson
Open champion.
from the University of Aberdeen.
and Kirsty Simpson being the top Scot is our Scottish
And the Scottish
national
junior
champion.
champion is Anna Fleming from the City of Glasgow.
Of course, going to our junior champion, now making our way to the podium. That is a representative
I think
from the
that
city
is,
of
yeah.
Glasgow,
Looks like
taking the medal for Anna Fleming. Anna Fleming has won quite a number of the junior titles this weekend. Anna's swimming really well.
that's right. She is in the A final of the next event, the girls 200 freestyle in lane 1. So see what else she can do. She's having a great meet so far.
Yeah, she's already broken junior record this weekend. I think that was the 50 freestyle. Don't have the time off the top of my head. I think it was something like 25:61 she did, Robbie, last night.
Yeah, I mean the juniors at this competition are having such a great meet. Good to see so many junior records getting broken.
So there we have Callum Bain. He'll be delighted with that medal. Bronze medal, 24:13 from the University of Stirling.
That's right.
Nice to see Adam Taylor from Sunderland up here, 23:83, our silver medalist. And Conor Brines from Lahr, Northern Ireland, 23:38, our Scottish Open champion.
Very, very nice butterfly there from Conor. You know, his timing and his technique was spot on, and hope to see big things from Conor in the 2017 season with that sort of stroke.
Thank you to John for doing the presentations.
Mark Hills from South Lanarkshire was the junior champion. Mark, of course, swimming from the heats this morning. So after the splash and dash of 50 butterfly, it comes down to more of a distance event, this one, middle distance 200 freestyle. We kick off with the women's B final. We'll introduce the swimmers in a moment. In 1, Jessica Thompson from City of Aberdeen, Katie Smith, Wanderbass in 2, Lucy Ellis, City of Sunderland in 3, Nikki Miller, South Lanarkshire back in lane 4, Roisin Ramsey in 5 from Wanderbass, Gillian Clark, Edinburgh University in 6, Alice Alcaraz, City of Aberdeen in 7, and Sophie Smith, both St Thomas in 8. And already in lane number 8, Sophie Smith, both St Thomas, 28:16. Sophie's taking it up very, very dominant at the early stage. Now, can she keep this together? Because Sophie has had a bit of a struggle over the distance events this last few months. The girls do have phases where they'll struggle for a number of months and then it all goes right again for them. And Sophie's just one of these very talented girls who's just got to work her way through all the pain and heartache for a few months, and it'll all hopefully sort itself out.
It'll be worth it in the end.
She's battling well here.
Looks like an outside smoker here from Sophie Smith, and let's see if she can hold on. But very exciting race here. All 3 girls at the front. Can't pick a winner just yet.
Gillian Clark now taking it up, 20-year-old from Edinburgh University. So 150 mark. Over in lane 3, Lucy Ellis just leads Gillian Clark. Nikki Miller back in the pool again. See that blue cap of South Lanarkshire. She's now making a move, as is Roisin Ramsey in lane number 5. This is anybody's race here. Nikki Miller fighting back. Lucy Ellis and Nikki Miller. It's Ellis and Miller. Miller and Ellis. Miller took it. Nikki Miller took that 2:02:03. Lucy Ellis 2:02:12. And Roisin Ramsey 2:02:57. Another fantastic finish there. Nikki Miller.
Very, very close finish. Top 4 on all on 2:02s. Great to see that competition coming down that last
Indeed.
25.
And there you have South Lanarkshire with Andy Figgins. Just some super swimmers. I think he probably has star at the moment. And the girls, now that Meg Finnan and Jennifer King have moved on, she's virtually the veteran at 16 in that squad.
Yeah, it's a very, very young training group, and they all seem to be working hard, really hard over there at South Lanarkshire. They're having great results at this competition. Plenty of junior records getting broken.
You saw Nikki just stretching out that nice long arm of hers just to take it.
Of course, they're doing a lot of hard training at South Lanarkshire. It's no surprise there, she finishes off really strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Moving on to the A final of the women's 200 freestyle. Really looking forward to this race with Lucy Hope and Katie Stark, and of course we have Danielle Huskisson, the 10k open water specialist, so hopefully be another close one.
We also have a junior in this one, no less than Anna Fleming. So Anna should be our junior champion as long as she completes the field. So we'll introduce the swimmers. In lane number 8, Emily Horn from the City of Glasgow. Hayley Grant, Dundee City Aquatics, is in 7. Danielle Huskinson, University of Stirling. In lane number 6, Katie Stark from the University of Aberdeen in 5. Lucy Hope from Edinburgh University in 4. Gulsum O'Neill from Swim West Lothian in 3. Samantha Caulfield from Edinburgh University in 2. And Anna Fleming from the City of Glasgow in lane number 1. Lucy Hope 158.95. Katie Stark, ex-Warner, now up at University of Aberdeen, 159.77 in lane 4. Don't discount Danielle Huskinson in lane 6. You could be there or thereabouts, Robbie.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, between Lucy and Katie though, I think that's where the race is going to be, and Lucy had a brilliant summer, so really going to expect Lucy to take it out from the start and see if she can get under that 1 minute 58, and let's hope for a 157 low, 156 high. I think that will be a brilliant confidence booster for leading into 2017. She's taken the race from the start, from the first 50 metres, which looks like part of her tactic, and hopefully she can hang on, if not pull away.
Second, Gulsum O'Neill, talented swimmer from West Lothian, member of the Scottish Gold Squad.
That's right, out in a 26 for Lucy. That's very, very fast. You know she means business now.
A good kick off the wall there, Robbie. She's opened up, some 4 or 5 metres almost. And this looks impressive,
yeah.
even at the halfway mark.
She's really taken the race out in the first 100, which is so good to see, so gutsy, and if she could come back in a minute, that'll be 156.0. That'll be an absolutely brilliant time.
Katie Stark and Gulsum O'Neill separated by 100th. This is fascinating to see Gulsum just keep this going. Gulsum probably stronger over the 1500. Can she just make it over the 200? You'd expect Katie Stark. Katie Stark also very useful up to 200 and 400, but it looks as though Katie Stark now just beginning to pull away from Gulsum in second place, but there's no way she's going to catch Lucy Hope. This is very impressive swim from Lucy.
She looks like she's been pacing this perfectly. Her last split in the 50 there was 30 point.
And coming down with 15 to go, Lucy Hope beginning to tap a little bit. Let's see what time she's going to post. She's getting pulled back by Katie Stark, but Lucy Hope's going to take this 156.68. Katie Stark 158.36 and Gulsum O'Neill 159.81. All 3 girls well under the 2 minute mark.
Very good. Very good for Lucy there. That would have given her confidence. Out at 56 and back in a minute 0.5. And for her, you know, to have that guts to go out so fast and then come back, that's what it's all about. Even if it isn't the time you quite want, it's you know, it's being brave and having that guts to do it.
And as you can see, smiles all round, getting a big hug from Gulsum. They want to win in the pool, but after the race is over, it's all smiles. And
yeah, that's right. You know, when they're in the race, they're fierce competitors, but as soon as they finish, it's all smiles, it's all hugs, and that's what it's true sportsmanship, or sportswomanship, I should say. It's great to see so much tension before the race, and then after it's you know, all smiles. It's all about that hard training, that hard graft you've put in, and I'm really excited for the men's 200 metre freestyle event. Of course, this was my event, so I'm expecting big things from Duncan Scott in this A final, but let's see what the boys can do in this B final. Looks like a really close race, hopefully.
Dimitri Tikhonov Bugroff in 1, Thomas Flower in 2, Felix Gifford in 3, Tom Kingdom in 4, Sebastian de Muller-Beeston in 5, Callum Reid in 6, Archie Goodburn 7 and Ryan Retson in 8. So this is the B final of the 200 free. All these lads just over the 150 mark, so 2 or 3 seconds cover the whole field. It's on the far side. Dimitri with the early advantage, 24.81.
Good to see him taking it out hard on that first 50. He wants to win this race.
Very difficult to win from an outside lane, Robbie. So
it's not.
Can he last the pace we saw in some of the heats?
It's not impossible to do, fast. But yeah, it's because you're out on the outside lane. You don't quite know what's happening on the other end of the pool, and there's been plenty of times where I actually thought I won the race from an outside lane, but it turns out I got touched out. So is a bit of a disadvantage, but at the end of the day it's the same as everyone else. It's you, the lane and the stopwatch.
Felix Gifford coming through in lane 3. Sebastian Muller-Beeston in 5 coming through also, so almost 3 coming down with just over 50 to go. It's still anybody's race here, coming through strongly in lane number 4. Tom Kingdom from Millfield School.
Looks like we're going to come down to the last 25 here. It's anyone's race. Who wants it the most? Millfield coming back very strong now. Looks like Millfield might actually get it.
Muller-Beeston in 5 has now pulled his way ahead. Tom Kingdom in 4, finishing very, very strongly. Callum Reid in 5, in 4, in 6 rather. Muller-Beeston in 5 will take this from Tom Kingdom. Callum Reid got up to take third, just ahead of Felix Gifford. Time 1:50.15, 1:50.60 and 1:51.27. Slightly faster than this morning.
Yep, those boys will be pretty happy with that. Now moving on to the A final, expect see some fast swimming here from Duncan, and let's see if he can get out under that 50 second barrier. He wants to challenge the fastest swimmers in the world in this event. He means business. After Rio, his long course split was 1:45.0. Let's see what he can do short course.
As you said earlier, Robbie, you half expect, or Duncan half expects, somewhere around the 1:41 is possible this evening.
I think he's capable of 1:41. He's been doing a lot of racing this competition, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do, and I think he can get that British record. He's been so close to so many records this weekend, and I think he must be a bit frustrated about that, but this I think is one of his favourite events right now, and
talking about records, Duncan Scott holds the junior record 1:48.02, and a certain Robbie Rennick holds the Scottish record 1:43.46.
Not for very much longer.
So Angus Barr in 8, University of Stirling. Jordan Hughes, University of Stirling in 7. Jack Thorpe, Edinburgh University in 6. Remaining swimmers, all University of Stirling in 5. Martin Walton in 4. Duncan Scott in 3. Craig McLean in 2. Jack Warren Ballard, and in 1. Cameron Brody.
It's going to be a very exciting race here for second and third place. It's going to be competitive from Cameron Brody. Martin Walton, I think, might just take the second place. He, of course, is training partner to Duncan Scott, so they'll know each other's race plan inside out. Jordan Hughes on the outside lane 7, keep an eye out on him.
The men's 200 metres freestyle final. So off to a good start in lane 6, Jack Thorpe. Duncan Scott leads at the first turn in lane 4, and off the wall, Robbie, he's already opened up probably about half a metre advantage.
Very good, yeah, he looks like he's swimming very fast at the moment. He looks like he's pretty hard on those legs, so let's hope he can hang on for the last 50 metres. He decided to withdraw the 400 IM this morning to focus on this event.
24.15, 24.73.
Very good, that's very good. He's right on target. Very nice underwaters, as you can see, very clean. He's got about a 3 or 4 metre advantage already on the first 100, so it's a race for second and third.
And at the moment it's Walton and Thorpe in 5 and 6.
Just outside the 49-second barrier. Let's hope he can bring it back hard. You know, maybe that's part of his plan. He's going to bring it back on this last 100 metres, and why not? You know, there's no point finishing off on a fade in this 200 event. He looks like he's kicking his legs hard. Hopefully he's going to maintain this coming down the last 50, and these last 2 turns are going to be critical. Just get that momentum off the wall.
1:16.42, that was just over 26, so if he can kick on somewhere around 26, then
mid,
Scottish record could be there.
That Scottish record is gone. Let's hope for that British record.
Walton looks good for second, however Duncan Scott's going to bring this one home by a mile. Let's see, Duncan Scott with a metre or 2 to go. 1:42.47 has now taken your Scottish record, Robbie. Superb swim from Duncan there, had to do it all on his own.
Very, very fast. He almost treated that 200 like a 100-metre sprint, you know, it was legs from the very, very start. Brilliant race, brilliant PB for Duncan, a Scottish record, very close to the British record actually, and for Duncan, he knows that's only 1 and a bit seconds off the World Championship title gone this week, so he'll be pretty chuffed with that.
Walton in second, 1:46.48.
Very good.
The youngster Craig McLean, third in 1:47.
Very good swimming all round, and you know, just goes to show how competitive that University of Stirling programme is in the men's 200 free. I think about five of the finalists there were from the university, and it's good to see the rise of Duncan Scott. He's going to be the key hitter in that men's 4x200 event for the British team coming up next year, and you know, we expect to see him race against the fastest swimmers in the world. I mean, this summer he went eye to eye with Michael Phelps and it didn't even faze him, so huge talent, very, very exciting swimmer. And he'll be very chuffed with that 1:42.5, and maybe he would have got to 1:41 high, but to be half a second away from that, hey, that's a couple faster turns and maybe an extra fly kick underwater, who knows. It's virtually nothing.
The presentations for the 200 freestyle is Michael Kavanagh, a board member of the Cont Council.
So over to the other end of the pool for our medal presentation.
The bronze medalist from West Lothian,
From West Lothians, Gul Simono, our bronze medalist. All these girls under the 2-minute mark, 1:59.81. Katie Starr,
University of Aberdeen, Katie Starr.
silver medalist from University of Aberdeen, Warner Bass, ex-swimmer, now up there training under Joseph Miley.
That's right, good to see Katie back on the podium this weekend.
And Lucy Hope
Junior champion from the city of Glasgow, Anna Fleming.
is the Scottish Open, Scottish National Short Course champion, and Anna Fleming back on the podium, junior champion from the city of Glasgow. Of course, that's not Lucy Hope.
No, that's not. That's her teammate there, Catherine Johnston. And Edinburgh girls having a brilliant meet so far. I think they're going to win the overall team points championship.
There's Lucy Hope. They'll have a swim later on. She's coming up in the 100 backstroke very shortly. That's why she's not making her way down to the podium. There's that young man, Craig McLean.
Yep.
Sure, Dad Gary will be delighted with how he's performing up at the University of
Yeah,
Stirling.
they will, and it's a super competitive training squad, and you know, it can only benefit these young athletes. You know, they'll be looking up to Duncan, and Duncan will be dragging them forward, dragging them faster, and it must be great to be part of that squad. And
From the University of Stirling, completing a clean sweep of the medals in that wonderful
1:42.47 Duncan Scott's time.
boys looking very, very tired there, and Duncan with that Scottish record, I think he'll be very chuffed with that, and I think he's just got the relays to look forward to now, so essentially he can just have a bit of fun on that 100-metre freestyle.
And 1:47.78 was Craig McLean's time. Super time from the youngster. 18-year-old.
And of course they'll be leading off Duncan in that 4x1 freestyle relay. So
I think that's Fraser Allison being presented with Archie Goodburn's junior record medal as a junior champion in the 200.
great to see.
Fraser, member of the youth development squad, 16-year-old. So should he be delighted to make his way onto the podium, Robbie?
Sure he will. Sure he will.
Move on to the women's event, 100 back. Erin Cummins in 1, Caitlin Duffy 2, Emily Grant 3, Karen Reid 4, Lexi Waller 5, Lauren Mills 6, Freya Rayner 7 and Hannah Driver at 8. And we will have a junior champion from this B final. Karen Reid in lane 4. Lauren Mills in 6th. They're the early leaders. It might just be Lauren Mills from the University of Stirling. Little between the two girls. In fact, it is Karen Reid, 29.58, 29.73. Between them, Lexi Waller from Harton Midlothian. She's the British age champion at summer. So Lexi Waller will expect to come through strongly, and in fact Lexi Waller's now coming through to take this up, and it's Lexi Waller who's going to take this. 101.40 from Karen Reid, 101.94, and Erin Cummins over in lane number 1 in third, 102.09. So Lexi Waller from Harton Midlothian will be the junior champion.
I think she'll be tough with that. It looks like she's getting a bit tired there from all this racing this weekend, but nice wee win there for Hearts of Midlothian. In fact, she's looking very tired.
Yeah, Lexi's had a busy week, part of the relay team as well. She'll be back in the pool later on the 4x100 freestyle, which is the conclusion of our programme this evening.
Should be an exciting final coming up here with the girls. We've got usual suspects here. We've got Kirsty Simpson, Lucy Hope, and Lucy Hope fresh out of the 200 metre freestyle, so she'll be feeling it a little bit. Of course, we've got Natasha Houghton, Anna Newlands there, and should be a pretty competitive race.
Should indeed. Kirsty Simpson will be probably the favourite in this one, Robbie.
Of course, we might even see a new deaf world record from Danielle Joyce in lane 8, so keep an eye on that.
So, in lane number 8 is, who we just mentioned, Danielle Joyce from University of Stirling. Chloe Backley, 19-year-old from Western Bartonshire in lane 7. Natasha Houghton, University of Stirling in 6. Lucy Hope back again for that fantastic swim from Edinburgh University in 5. Kirsty Simpson from University of Aberdeen in 4. Anna Newlands, Edinburgh University, also back in lane 3. Caroline McIntosh from City of Aberdeen in 2. And Megan Briggs now swimming at the University of Stirling, another Warner swimmer who's moved to one of the local universities. She's in lane 1. Final of the women's 100 metres backstroke. Natasha Houghton there in your picture, just getting into the pool. So, fairly level start, good start though from Lucy Hope and Kirsty Simpson in the centre lanes. Lane 3, Anna Newlands also well there, and the 4 middle lanes, little between them off the wall, but a very good kick from Kirsty Simpson there, Robbie.
Yeah, looks good, looks really promising for Kirsty in lane 4 there, and can't write off Lucy Hope. Of course, she just raced about 15 minutes ago, so let's see what she can do here. It's going to be a really tough, gutsy race coming down this last 25, and Kirsty just looks like she's ahead ever so slightly.
So she has about a metre advantage over Lucy Hope and Natasha Houghton. Also there, Anna Newlands in 3. And coming down with 10 to go, Kirsty Simpson, Lucy Hope. It's Kirsty Simpson, Lucy Hope. Kirsty Simpson's going to take this. Lucy Hope third, close for third. Anna Newlands just took that from Natasha Houghton for the third place. And a super swim from Kirsty Simpson, 58.95, 59.41. No disgrace for Lucy Hope finishing second there after after that 100 that she's just done. And third place, Anna Newlands, 59.70.
I think Lucy Hope there just feeling it a little bit after that 200 freestyle, but what a great win for Kirsty. You know, so many times this week she's been coming second and third, so for her to get she's got a short course national title, she'll be absolutely buzzing with that.
From our position here, I can see a big smile on Lucy's face, even although she's only got second place. She's delighted with that. You know, it's all about just competing in that water and doing the best she can, Robbie.
That's right. That's what it's all about. It's trying to get those PBs. It's so personal. You know, it's not always about winning those gold medals. It's trying to make that A final, trying to make that B final, and you know, trying to get the best out of yourself each race.
You see coming into the wall, that stretch, try and get as much in with that long arm, hit the wall. Moving on to the men's B final, Jamie Coulter in 1, Joe Watt in 2, Finlay Deans 3, Greg Watson 4, Scott Gibson 5, Alistair Miley 6 and Ciara Edgar in 7.
We see a good masterclass of skills here from the boys, and it'll be another very, very competitive race.
And we have another Greg Watson in the pool, but this is the Greg Watson from Western Bartonshire, not the University of Stirling lad. Right. So Greg Watson, early leader. Next to him, Scott Gibson, the 16-year-old from South Lanarkshire.
Looks like he's absolutely powering through the water there. Let's hope he's got enough left coming down that last 25.
In lane 2, Joe Watt, and in 7, Ciara Edgar, the other two juniors. At the moment, it's Greg Watson, Scott Gibson, and in lane 3, Finlay Deans. But Watson's going to take this pretty easily, Robbie, by about 2 or 3 metres. Scott Gibson finishing strongly to take second. Watson takes that. Scott Gibson takes second, and Finlay Deans third. Greg Watson 55.65. Well, super swim from him. Scott Gibson 56.59, and Finlay Deans third 57.14. So Scott Gibson will be our junior champion from the B final. No 16-year-olds making the A final, so congratulations to Scott.
Yep, going to be a very, very exciting A final coming up with Craig McNally here. Of course, we've got Scott McClay, young Scott McClay, only 17, training at Perth. Stephen Milne's training partner, so we're going to expect a really, really fast race from him as well. But Craig McNally, what competition he's had so far.
And Scott McClay, as you say, young lad from Perth. He's the baby of the field at 17, He is
the baby, but he looks like the oldest. He's about 6'5" at the moment, a big guy. So, you know, hopefully he's going to be one of the stars of the future with that sort of build, and especially over the shorter distance, he's going to be, fingers crossed, he'll be absolutely flying.
And we talk about club coaches, and Anne Dixon does a fantastic job there at Perth, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, Anne is a fabulous coach. Absolute legend of a coach. The work she's done with Stephen Milne in Perth City has been absolutely incredible, and the likes of Scott McClay has been riding off the back of that success, and look how good he's getting now.
So moving on to the A final, Stuart McIntosh from Aberdeen Dolphins in 8, Ron Luton from Flams in 7, Chris McComb, Edinburgh University in 6, Scott McClay, Perth City in 5, Craig McNally, the City of Glasgow in lane 4. In lane 3, Alistair Campbell, University of Stirling from Flams, Niels van Ouderkerke. And in lane 1, Edinburgh University's Danny Kirkham.
Tell you what, Craig McNally looks focused for this race. 50 last night was all smiles and laughing, but Got a pretty serious look on his face right now. Hopefully that means he's in business tonight, and we're going to be looking for around about a 52 or 51 for Craig.
52.43 time he did at the universities where he won that. So
see if he can dip under 52.
Looking for a hat-trick of backstroke gold medals here.
Very good underwater there for Craig. He's come up first and he's really attacking the front end of this race.
And right off the wall, early advantage. She's about half a metre ahead of Scott McLean. And at the halfway mark, McNally again a good kick. Look at the nice distance underwater, about 12 metres there, Robbie.
He looks like he's just accelerating through this third 25, and you know he is a back end master in this event, so let's see what he can do here. He's going to be really deep underwater there.
And again,
just before 15.
Coming down with 5 to go. Let's look at the time. McNally's going to take this. Campbell in second, McLean third. 51.47, and that is a new Scottish record. 51.47 for McNally. What a super swim. Alistair Campbell 53.67 in second. Scott McLean 53.85 in third. But
brilliant.
They did so much extra work off those turns, those 10, 12 metres.
Yeah. It was that last 75. His first 25, it was almost the same as everyone else. Watching his start back there, I felt like it was a little bit too much, too fast. I mean, it was literally like, take your marks, go. It felt like Craig wasn't ready. So that first 25, you know, he didn't seem to pull away at all. I don't think he was quite ready, but especially coming down that last 50, he absolutely dominated that underwater. And the last turn, he came up at 14 metres, and everyone else seemed to be coming up at 10 metres. So he got that advantage on everyone else. That's second Scottish record for Craig McNally. Great to see him back on form and breaking records again. He's going to have a very good 2017.
And it's cutting down that resistance by being underwater. The moment you hit the top, that's when you're having to do the extra
right
work.
And it's, of course, it's very, very tough being underwater, because hypoxically it's hugely challenging. If you push it by 1 or 2 extra fly kicks, it can kill the rest of your race. But he's obviously been doing a lot of work on that.
So there we have Anna Newlands being presented with the bronze medalist for the 100 backstroke. Back on the podium, Lucy Hope from the University of Edinburgh. Lucy delighted with that. Kirsty Simpson probably doesn't believe that she's got a number 1 position.
Yeah.
Steady on there, Kirsty, please.
Of course, she'll be wanting to keep that position, and of course, with the absence of Hannah Miley, it's great to see Kirsty and Lucy getting on top of the podium now. It's because, you know, we need these new girls to come through. We need them to step up and to try represent Scotland at the Commonwealth Games and GB at the World Championships and Olympics.
Lexi Waller there from Heart of Midlothian, the junior champion. Good to see Lexi getting represented. And we now move on to the men's presentation. There's that young man from Perth making his way.
Oh boy, he's still looking very tired.
17, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and he can see just there how tall the guy is already for a 17-year-old lad. It's just going to keep on growing for the next 2-3 years.
So Scott McLean from Perth, 53.85. Alistair Campbell, our silver medalist, 53.67. And the gold medalist, Scottish National Open champion, City of Glasgow, McNally, 51.47, taking quarter of a second off the previous record. New Scottish record for Craig. Fantastic swim from him. And the junior champion from South Lanarkshire, that young man Scott Gibson. He's had a super week as well.
Yeah,
Scott.
he has. South Lanarkshire having a brilliant competition, plenty of junior records. Interesting team kit attire there from Craig McNally. I wonder if that's official Team Glasgow kit.
Last women's individual event, or B final, women's 200 breast. Danielle Gilbert from Derwentside in 1, Savannah Best, Mount Kelly in 2, Emma Chittleborough, University of Aberdeen in 3, Hayley Menteith, Edinburgh University 4, Lauren Russell Smith, University of Stirling in 4, Lucy Ross, South Lanarkshire in 6, Laura Harrison, Ellesmere in 7, and the youngster Ellie Riley from Harton Midlothian, 13-year-old in lane 8.
Brilliant to see some youngsters getting involved in this B final here. Great exposure to be swimming in the final session here at the Scottish Short Course Nationals.
Hayley Menteith 2:31.72. She had a couple of seconds advantage over Lauren Russell Smith in lane 5, so she's already opened up quite an early advantage. The other interest that we have is in lane 6 and 8. Lucy Ross, South Lanarkshire, will be strongly fancied to be the junior champion at 14, no less. We also have a 13-year-old, Ellie Riley. Both these girls were Scottish national age group champions at Pro Cross in April in their respective age groups. And Ellie Riley only qualified as a reserve but made the B final from this afternoon. So Lucy Ross is probably the favourite in the juniors. However, Hayley Menteith looks pretty strong and impressive in this first half of the race. She's pulled some 5 or 6 metres clear of the field, Robbie.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like a battle here for second and third place, and it's going to be very, very tight coming down this last 75 metres.
Second place is still Lauren Russell Smith in lane 5. She's got some 5, 6, 7 metres almost to make up with only 50 to go. Lucy Ross in lane 6 has probably about a 3 metre advantage over Ellie Riley, so Lucy Ross 152.88, couple of second advantage, 154.97, and Lucy Ross certainly is coming through very strongly, the youngster from South Lanarkshire, to challenge for second place here. No doubt about her winner. It's all about second place, Robbie.
That's right. It's going to come down to the wire. Who's going to finish on a full stroke rather than a glide?
Certainly Hayley Menteith is going to take this, but this is a very, very nice race for Lucy Ross, coming through strongly. 14-year-old from South Lanarkshire to take second. Lauren Russell Smith will be third. Oh, a super time there from Lucy Ross, 2:31.83. Hayley Menteith took that in 2:26.58. My apologies, Hayley, for maybe not giving you the credit you deserve in that B final. You won it really from start to finish.
5 seconds, and I think Hayley will be gutted. She just missed out the A final there, and you know, to be in lane 4 in the B final sometimes isn't such a bad thing. You know, you get the centre lane, you get the advantage, and she'll be looking closely at the next race and seeing if she can beat any of the other girls.
Sadly, in that final, the youngster from Harton Midlothian, Ellie Riley, was disqualified for a technical infringement, maybe just pushing it that little bit hard and infringing slightly. So
yeah, it's getting swimmers are getting tired now. It's third day of competition, you know, that's when mistakes can happen.
It's no bad thing to be disqualified in a B final when you're maybe not going to win, and it's all part of a learning experience.
Yeah, as long as you learn from it and you practice it in training, and if you are going to get disqualified, do it here rather than your main summer competition. You want to try different things out now and again, and this is a brilliant opportunity to try a new race plan, sometimes to push the limits as well.
So moving back to the A final, our athletes are here. In lane number 8, Orla Adams from Geary, Rachel Taylor in 7 from the City of Sunderland, Olivia White in lane 6 from Edinburgh University, Corey Scott in lane 5 from Edinburgh University, in 4, Derval McNamara, University of Stirling, in lane 3, Emily Jones, Edinburgh University, in 2, Cara Hanlon, Edinburgh University, and in 1, South Ayrshire's Erin Robertson. So look to have a fascinating battle between Emily Jones, Derval McNamara and Corey Scott in lanes 3, 4 and 5. Olivia White also in 6. That's where I think all the action is going to come for Robbie. Let's see
It's
if
going to be
Corey's,
a very, very close race, this.
let's see if Corey can get a hat trick. She's already got the 50 and 100, but the 200's a big ask for Corey.
That's right, she's a 150 metre specialist, so see what she can do here. She's got some very nice turns these days, Corey. She'll be using those to her advantage.
And fairly level at the first 25 here. Derval McNamara has a very early lead. Corey Scott coming down to the first 50. Has opened up about a metre advantage here, Robbie.
That's right, yeah, Corey, she's got quite a high rate there as well. It's see if she can hang on for the rest of the race. And of course, this is probably just a little bit outside her comfort zone after being a 100 metre specialist. So let's see if she can hang on that last 100 metres.
She might just push it out as hard as she can over the first 100 and say, right, girls, try and catch me.
Yeah, and we know she's got that speed, but do we know if she can hang on for the last 25 metres? I think that's where the other girls here are quite dangerous.
Look, Emily Jones in 3 looks, she's coming through quite strongly. She's now gone just ahead of Derval McNamara in 2nd. Corey leads 108.38, just over a second, 109.50. And coming down to the 125 mark, Corey still leads, but that gap is down to about a metre.
It's getting tight now, and
Emily Jones looks to be the threat here, Robbie, in lane number 3.
Former teammate.
Derval McNamara between them. Corey still battling hard. Corey still will lead at the 150, but that gap has diminished. It's only 0.28. 146.19, 146.47. Here comes Emily Jones over in lane 3. It's Emily Jones and Corey Scott. Emily Jones just nudges ahead. It's Emily Jones and Corey Scott, little between the two of them off the wall. Let's see who has the better turn. It's Emily Jones just beginning to forge ahead, and here comes Derval McNamara. Derval coming strongly. Emily Jones, Derval McNamara, Corey Scott. It's Jones, McNamara, Emily Jones take that. 2:23.98. Corey Scott 2:24.88 and 2:25.22. Derval McNamara, what a fantastic finish there, and wonderful timing, Emily Jones, just to pick that up over that last 50 to take that.
That's right, what a close finish that was there between Corey Scott. So just goes to show she was out probably a little bit too hard on that first 100 metres. So very, very exciting race that.
So there we have, coming into the wall, head down, stretch. There we have our winner, Emily Jones, looking up, big smile from her. Girls make their way out the pool, and we get underway with the B final for the men's event. Joel O'Halloran in 1, George Clough in 2, Andrew Page in 3, Callum Laurie back in the pool in 4, Cameron Muir in 5, Samuel Peck, Mount Kelly in 6, Andrew McIntosh from South Lanarkshire in 7, and Jack McComish, City Glasgow in 8. Andrew McIntosh in 7 is the junior, and he will be the junior champion, assuming that he doesn't infringe here. Callum Laurie back in
after that win in the 400 IM, so let's see how he copes in this breaststroke. I think that race would have given him a lot of confidence, and of course his breaststroke leg was the best leg in that 400 IM, so he's going to be super competitive in this event.
And off to a very good start, Andrew Page over in lane number 3, Joel O'Halloran in 1, so over on the far side Early leaders coming through in lane number 5, Cameron Muir from South Ayrshire. And off that turn, almost 3 in a line, Cameron Muir, breaststroke specialist from South Ayrshire.
That's right, looks like a very competitive race so far, coming down the first 100 metres. Callum Laurie looks like he's a little bit tired after a 400 IM, and who could blame him?
Cameron Muir, teammate Aaron Robertson, Katie Robertson, very strong, the trouble on breaststroke, and they produced some super swimmers in that discipline. And nice to see Cameron Muir in the pool, pulling away from the rest of the field here. 17-year-old from South Ayrshire is dominating this one. Over on the far side, Joe Halloran from Derwent's side. He's not out of it. Cameron Muir with still some work to do with the last 50. Over on the far side, George Clough from Wander Bass in lane 2. Beginning to get into the picture, and here comes Callum Laurie in lane number 4. He's got quite a lot to do to pick up. He's got about 3 metres still to make up on our leader. And off that final turn, Cameron Muir, he still leads by a good 2.5 metres. Callum Laurie coming through along with George Clough to challenge for second. Callum not going to do it. Cam Muir will take this. 2:15.63. Laurie takes second, 2:16.49. George Clough, 2:16.56, just a fraction behind in third. Super swim there from Cameron Muir to take that.
Great effort there. He looks really chuffed with his race, and great finish as well. So 2:15, second ahead of the rest of the boys.
Bayern will be pleased with that swim, his coach.
On to a very exciting race now. We have Craig Benson, of course. He was representing Team GB in Rio for the 200 breaststroke. He will be wanting to swim fast in this event. He's keeping a close eye on what the boys have done at the World Short Course Championships this week. He'll be wanting to get himself in the mix in the top 10 there. So let's hope for around sub 2:05. I think that'll be a brilliant swim for Craig. Had a great swim last night in the 100 metre breaststroke, as well as the 50 as well. So let's see if he can get all 3 titles this weekend.
Certainly has a couple of second advantage over the swimmer in lane 5 from Flams, Belgian Baston Claytons. So our finalists, Nicholas Quinn from Edinburgh University in 8, Kieran Preston in 7 from Edinburgh University, and Daniel Lim in 6, Edinburgh University from Flams, Bashim Kurtz, Craig Benson from the University of Stirling in 4, Callum Tate in 3 from Edinburgh University, from Flams, Sandy Golds, and in lane 1, Benedict Tortolano from Stirling Swim.
Gentlemen, you are under the control of the referee.
Final of the men's 200 metres breaststroke, our final individual event of our Scottish Short Course Championship 2016.
What a way to finish the championships in the men's 200 breaststroke.
Let's see what Benson can do in this one.
Of course, Benson been doing a lot of practice on his starts and turns, so let's see what he can do in this short course competition where we rely so heavily on our turns. Benson taking it out really aggressively on this first 25, and he'll be wanting to set an early benchmark and then get really nice and comfortable into his stroke.
Of course, our Belgian representatives in this event also very good at their turns. Delighted to have them here. They often come over for the Short Course Championships. So delight to have
yeah, that's right. Great to see a nice Belgian presence here. We always seem to attract a few of them, and it always ends up in some close racing.
Benson off to a very, very good start already. Opened up a good body length advantage over Basti Kurtz and Callum Tate.
Benson with
5 and 3.
Super aggressive looking breaststroke. You know, he means business, and let's see what he's got in the second 200. This is where the damage is going to be done. Out in 1 minute .27. That's very, very quick for Benson. Let's see if he can hang on. Let's see what sort of shape he's in this December.
Tate in second, very close for third. Kieran Preston, Nicholas Quinn in 7 and 8.
Doesn't look
Kurt's
like
also well there. It's anybody's race for the minor spot, but it's all about Benson, Robbie.
that's
As he
right.
turns 1:32.70, so about 32 and a half. So look for something around 206, 207.
Fingers crossed. Doesn't look like Benson is slowing down or tightening up, which is a great sign. Usually when he tightens up, he gets really choppy on that last 25. Let's see what he can do here.
That was around a 16, 17 second there, so coming down with 5 to go. It's going to be pretty close to the 206 mark. 205.70, super swim there. Callum Tate's going to get second, I think. No, in fact, Kieran Preston coming through in lane 7 just snatched that. 210.69, Tate 210.88.
Yeah, don't think Benson's too happy with that. He'll be looking at what the boys done out at the World Short Course, and they were going about 201, 202, but nonetheless, Benson's a very strong short course swimmer. He'll be really happy with his 100 last night, but it'd be interesting to know his thoughts on that race. I thought he was brilliant down the first 100 metres, but maybe on that last 35 metres he's just started to rush his stroke a little bit, and that's kind of what happens when he gets tired. You know, your whole body hurts and you end up shortening your stroke, and it becomes very, very difficult. It feels like you're swimming through treacle.
Of course, there's different types of treacle, Robbie, I'm sure.
That's right, and you know, I've experienced that many, many times. Treacle, it feels like you're swimming with an anchor attached to your leg as well.
So that concludes all our individual events. We'll have a bit of fun at the end with relays.
Of course, super competitive 4x100 coming up. I am really looking forward to this race.
So over to the other end of the pool, our 200 breaststroke medalists being presented with their medals now.
The silver medalist representing Edinburgh University, Connie Scott.
Devil McNamara being presented with the bronze. Corey Scott delighted with a silver medal. And Emily Jones, our Scottish National Short Course Champion for 2016. And 14-year-old junior champion. Fantastic.
Brilliant. What a bright future she has, and it's also great to see Emily Jones on top of that podium. Like I've been saying a lot tonight, the absence of Hannah Miley, it allows new people to get on top of that podium, and you know, these girls will be looking at Hannah as inspiration, and they'll be trying to chase her and beat her as well, so it'll be a great confidence booster for them.
So the guys, after that 200 breast, making their way to the end of the pool for their presentation. Just get the kit on. Nice in the middle there, Callum Tate.
Guys straight out of the pool onto the podium there. Look like they're still tired. They'll be feeling that lactate acid going through their muscles right now.
Alison Lowe, the Aberdeen coach, and Sasa Vice President doing those presentations. Callum Tate, Edinburgh University, 210.88. Bronze medalist Kieran Preston, the silver medalist, also Edinburgh University, 210.69. And the Scottish National Champion, Craig Benson from the University of Stirling. Andrew McIntosh. South Lanarkshire, 15-year-old junior champion.
What a talent, and of course he'll be looking up to the likes of Craig Benson, Ross Murdoch in that event as well. He'll be wanting to be in that position when he's old enough.
So we have freestyle relay. 3 heats here. Dumfries in 1, Perth City in 2, Aberdeen in 3, Aberdeen Dolphins in 4, Stirling Swim in 5, West Lothian in 6, Argyll and Clyde in 7, and Arbroath St Thomas in 8. So early leader in lane number 8 is Arbroath St Thomas. Sophie Smith leading them out. Kate Story 28.05.
It'll be a very close race in this first leg.
So early stage here. Lane number 6. Emma Govan leading West Lothian. Kate Story in 2nd. Eamon Malone from Stirling Swim in 5, coming through strongly. Sophie Smith just dropping back. Emma Govan led Swim West Lothian into an early lead. Nicola Lees takes it up. Very close for 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
Great underwater there. She got about a half a body length there on that underwater.
Over in lane number 3, Hannah Dryborough for Aberdeen. Coming into 2nd. 3rd place, Stirling Swim, Rosie Stanger. And it's still West Lothian leading. Aberdeen over in lane 3, coming through to make a challenge. Over in lane number 1, Gemma McLeod from Dumfries Dolphins. Now gone into 3rd and beginning to close on their leading 2. It's still West Lothian with the advantage at the halfway mark. West Lothian are going to hand over to Karen Heath. Karen's had a pretty useful weekend. Let's see if she can hold this advantage for the West Lothian team. She has about a body length advantage over Aberdeen. Rebecca Reid in lane 3. Sophie Dodd now beginning to get well into the picture with Dumfries Dolphins. They're closing on the West Lothian team. It's Karen Heath, Dumfries Dolphins and Aberdeen. It's Dumfries Dolphins who look as though they are just beginning to nudge ahead of West Lothian. Sophie Dodd having a very good 100 here for them. Also coming through very, very strongly, Karine Kelly, the 21-year-old from Stirling Swim.
Brilliant to see, that's right. Looks like it's going to come down to the wire here with one more swimmer, the anchor swimmer coming in now. So all the pressure is on here, and you know this for me would always bring the best out of myself. So really looking forward to this last 75 coming up.
It's anybody's race here. Dumfries Dolphins over in 1, in 3 Aberdeen, Chloe Turnbull in 5 Stirling Swim and Swim West Lothian. There's almost 4 in a line here. Over on the far side it's Ava Simpson, just with a slight advantage for Dumfries. 2nd is Aberdeen. It's beginning to tighten up. It's getting pretty exciting with just over 25 to go. Dumfries still lead. 2nd place is Stirling Swim. 3rd place Aberdeen. And off the wall, Stirling still in 2nd. The far side habit is Dumfries, Stirling and Swim West Lothian. That looks to be our 1, 2, 3. Is Dumfries going to bring this one home? Just going to take this, I think, from Stirling. They did indeed. 4:02.09, 4:02.24 and 4:03.14 for Swim West Lothian. Great start to the relays there, Robbie.
Yeah, what an exciting finish we just seen there. Let's hope for plenty more of those kind of finishes coming up in Heat 2 now. Let's expect to see the girls move this a little bit faster. Hopefully see some faster takeovers and some faster swimming. And City of Aberdeen, Falkirk, South Lanarkshire, especially with such a strong junior team in there at the moment. Let's hope for another junior club record.
So So plenty of excitement to look forward to this one. 4:02.09 was the time from that previous heat. That's the junior time that all these junior clubs who are taking part in this one have to better in lanes 1, 2, 3, 6 and 8. And of course Hartham and Lothian in lane 6 will want to get a hat-trick. They've won the first two so far, but everyone else in the pool will want to spoil that one for them. Early leader Katie Smith, youth development squad member from Wander Baths in late, going very, very well. Over on the other side, Alex Bonner from Coast and Lucy Ross back in the pool from South Lanarkshire. And the Hearts team in lane number 6, sitting 8th, Ellie Riley. So they'll have a lot of work to do to get back into the picture, Robbie.
That's right. Well, it's just the first leg here, coming here, so you know, the lead can change. I have seen teams come from last position into first by the end of the...
Wander 57-58, they've got up to a very good start. Lucy Ross handing over to second swimmer, and Jenna Gilmore for South Lanarkshire holding second place. Niamh Ritchie, the backstroke specialist for Wander, is their second swimmer.
Looks like Wander
it's Wander
ahead still.
Over on the far side, South Lanarkshire and first, Coast in fourth, Hearts in fifth. It's all beginning to get a bit more interesting, Robbie, as we get towards the halfway mark. It's still Wander with a good healthy advantage coming through. Lauren Pirouet, Kiana McInnes bringing Hearts back into the picture here. They might have gone third. They have indeed. Niamh Ritchie for Wander.
Looks like Hearts are catching up here.
And passing over Jess Damon for Wander. Lexi Waller for Hearts. Kirsten Laurie for first. Over on the far side, Guy Alcaraz and Kate Saxon for South Lanarkshire. And at the moment, from last to first, it's Hartham and Lothian, Lexi Waller. Second place, Kirsten Laurie for first. Third place, Jess Damon for Warrender. Close for fourth between Aberdeen, City of Aberdeen, and in 3, South Lanarkshire. Lexi Waller will try to hold the advantage, and she leads coming down with 100 to go. It's Hartham and Lothian, Lexi Waller. Second place is Warrender Bass. It's Katie Taylor. Can she hold this for Hartham and Lothian? It's going to be a big ask. Roisin Ramsey for Wander Bass in second. I think the race is between those two. Chanel Staden also there for first. It's Hartham and Lothian in the lead. Wander Bass fighting strongly in second. Third place is first. It's Katie Taylor, Roisin Ramsey for Wander. It's Katie Taylor, Hartham and Lothian. Roisin Ramsey, Wander Bass, Chanel Staden for first. Hartham and Lothian, Wander Bass, Katie Taylor, Roisin Ramsey with 10 to go. It's Hartham and Lothian for a hat-trick. It's Katie Taylor, Roisin Ramsey, Katie Taylor, Roisin Ramsey. Katie Taylor takes it. Wander Bass second. Hartham and Lothian take that. Wander Bass second. Falkirk Integrated Regional Swim Team first in third place. What a fantastic finish there. 3:53.94, 1200s, Wander Bass 3:54.06, and first in third place 3:54.90. What a fantastic really finish that was, Robbie.
Brilliant to see. Only 0.2 of a second at the end there. Very, very competitive. Now let's see what happens in final heat here. University of Edinburgh versus University of Edinburgh and City of Glasgow.
And let's just get the voice back after that one. That was a
very
close
exciting
one.
race.
At the Midlothian junior champions at the 4x100 as well, so a hat trick for them. Well done, at the Midlothian. Now,
Great racing.
now the A final underway. This is the real serious stuff, Robbie.
See the clubs here battle it out for Scottish short course national titles.
So, Unvist in 4 are not taking part, so in lane number 5, Edinburgh University A, with no less than Lucy Hope back in the pool
Yeah,
for the
that's
third
right.
time,
She's
leading
taken
them out.
Strong lead for the University of Edinburgh, and we expected that. Of course, she won the individual 100 freestyle, so let's see who she passes off to, and let's see if City of Glasgow can catch up as well. The University of Stirling, of course, right up there.
Through to the second swimmer, that is Anna Newlands, the time 53.79.
So Lucy Ross has given them a very, very healthy advantage after that first 100. Anna Newlands has got some 5 or 6 metres advantage at the moment. Danielle Joyce for University of Stirling and Kirsty Simpson in third. At the moment it's still Edinburgh University with a commanding lead, Robbie.
That's right, and almost 2 body lengths ahead. It's going to be a real close battle between University of Stirling, University of Aberdeen. Who can get silver, who can get bronze? Of course, anything can happen in this race. Still got 2 more swimmers to go.
On the blocks for Edinburgh, Emily Jones, we just saw picking up the 200 breaststroke medal now on
Emily Jones
49.
now takes it up for Edinburgh University, the third leg. Daniel Huskinson for University of Stirling
Right.
just holds second place.
Right, it's going to be a good battle for second and third here. Looks like University of Edinburgh are just too far ahead to catch.
Sharon Patterson in third place for University of Aberdeen. Very little between University of Stirling, University of Aberdeen, and in fact Edinburgh University, their B team, getting also into the picture for the minor spots, but no doubt about who's going to take this, Robbie.
Aye. Yeah, it's going to be University of Edinburgh all the way here, just anchoring now. It's a
Catherine
lot of
Greenslade.
clean water.
That is Catherine Greenslade, the time
She has
Very
some 10
fast.
metres advantage, Catherine.
Very fast down that first 25. Just look at those legs go. It's going to be a close race between second and third now. It's University of Edinburgh B team coming into the mix.
Erin Cummings at the moment holds second for University of Stirling. However, third place is now the Edinburgh University B team. It's all about second and third, I think, Robbie.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be a very close race, and University of Edinburgh are going to take this title. Let's just see if they can get another club record. Been swimming brilliantly this weekend, the girls especially.
3:41.90. They're going to be inside that. That's a new club record. Second place is indeed University of Stirling, 3:45.18 by 900s from the Edinburgh University B team, 3:45.27. Now that was a very accomplished swim from the University of
Edinburgh,
A.
dominated that event. Great to see such a close finish between University of Stirling and University of Edinburgh B team. University of Stirling just getting the touch.
A big hand for the new Scottish club record
So
holders.
a new Scottish club record, Robbie, 3:39.06, taking almost 3 seconds off that 3:41.90.
Great to see another club record gone down as well. Swimmers are swimming fast here, even on the third day of competition. You know, you expect to see a lot of swimmers being tired, but it just goes to show how hard these swimmers have been training over the past couple months, that they're able to come back on day 3 of competition and race and get club records.
So there we are. That's yours truly speaking on your screen. Man with the hat is last night's Duncan McKinnell, who was doing the live stream with yourself, Robbie, last night.
That's right, yep.
So
veteran at that as well, showing me a few tips.
So back to the action in the pool. This 4 heats of the men's equivalent. Arbroath St Thomas in lane 3, they are our early leaders. Dumfries Dolphins in 4. Second place at the moment, Dundee City Aquatics in lane 5, and Dumfries Dolphins, their B team, go in 6. It's all about giving these youngsters the opportunity to swim in relays.
Yeah, in final session, yeah. It's great exposure for them. Some of these guys are 13 years old and they're rubbing shoulders with the likes of Duncan Scott, 2-time Rio Olympic medalist. You can imagine it being so inspiring for them. It's great for them to be involved in the final session, and I'm sure after this race they'll be keeping a close eye on what Duncan's actually going to do in the 4x100, because he'll be leading off that event, and of course he never did the individual last night, so he had a fantastic 200 freestyle. I'm hoping he can get under 46 barrier tonight, and that will be another Scottish record for him.
So at the moment it's the far side. Arbroath St Thomas with the advantage, 122.29, just ahead of Dundee City Aquatics, who are coming fairly close to them now and probably just beginning to edge ahead.
That's right, it's going to be a very tight race. The lead is almost changing every time a new swimmer dives in.
Times these clubs are entered in somewhere around the 350 mark, but you'd expect with relays and adrenaline these guys will take quite a substantial chunk of that.
That's right.
So on to the third leg, George Cowan, Dundee City Aquatics, Jean-Luc Diggins, Dumfries in second place. Beginning to pull away a little bit from Arbroath, the early leaders. Ben Morrison's their third swimmer. And fairly close at the front, just about 3/4 of a second lead that Dundee have over Dumfries. So it's beginning to tighten up a little, as you can see on the screen. Dundee and Dumfries off the wall. It's just Dundee by about a foot, you reckon, Robbie?
Yeah, it's very exciting race coming in, and of course we've got the anchor swimmers coming in as well, so it's going to come down to the wire. Brilliant flying take over there, and good underwater as well. It's going to be exciting in this last 100 meters, and that's what we want to see. That's what we love to see, is the competition in the relays. You know, you're there racing for your other teammates as well. You are not going to let the swimmer next to you beat you. You're going to try everything in your power to stop that happening. What a brilliant race we're seeing unfold here, and looks like lane 4 is going to win this.
But it's good fun for these lads to get into the pool and enjoy the excitement of doing a relay, and they'll want to do it again and again.
Yeah, of course. Looks like Dumfries with the win here, and cruising down with 10 meters to go. They're going to win this quite comfortably. Good to see these junior teams coming into the first heat of the men's 4x100.
So Blair Watrick brings them home. Winning time at 3:41.96. Some 5 seconds faster than their entry time. I mentioned all these teams taking 4, 5, 6 seconds off the times that they've been entered in, so no real surprise to see them go much faster. So we move on to Heat 2. Junior team in lane number 1, that's West Lothian. Junior team in 2, Aberdeen. And we also have Warner Baths in 8.
Of course, we've
another junior team.
Got 4 heats of the men's 4x100, so a couple more clubs entering teams here, so expect to see each heat get faster and faster and slightly more competitive. We're definitely in for some exciting racing. Looks like Warrender here with an early lead.
You'd suspect that, but it's actually Perth City, the red
Oh,
cap.
Perth
It's
City.
very deceptive.
Very
Some
deceptive.
Number of clubs have red caps, but both these caps are very similar.
What a lead off! What a lead off right now, and of course Perth. They'll be. That is Scott McClay, who is Stephen Milne's training partner, and look, he's got a 5-meter advantage at 75, and he'll be doing everything he can for his team to win this race. And looks like he's given them a great start, and it'll be very tough for the other teams to come close to Perth now.
Archie Goodburn, Warner, a very talented lad, but you can see the gap already that Perth have the advantage on. Tom Jeffs, very good distance freestyler. He's their second lead-off man. Callum Chittleborough, Warner, backstroke specialist, a bit like Neve Ritchie, who was their second lead-off. Still Perth, Warner. And third place is Derwentside, Oliver O'Halloran, beginning to get them into the picture over in the middle lanes. Also coming through in lane number 5, South Ayrshire, Alistair McGee. Alistair McGee will hand over to Marshall Illingworth, the open water specialist. Perth City still with the advantage. Alistair Cormack.
Right, 2 more swimmers to go in, and it looks like they're getting caught up.
Alistair McGee in second place. So it's still Perth City. Very tight for second place. Warner Bass, Jonah Walsh, Derwentside, Connor King, Marshall Illingworth for South Ayrshire. It's still Perth City. That good advantage Scott McClay built up early on. Can they hold on to this? Graham Hunter, a veteran at 27, has a lot to do against these youngsters.
Yeah, that's right.
Wander coming through in lane 8, also well there. Joe O'Halloran from Derwentside in 4, now beginning to get well into the picture, and it could well be Derwentside. Derwentside just a fraction behind. And at the moment, Derwentside, Perth City and Warner Bass. Derwentside in 4, in 7. Perth still just a fraction ahead. It's still Perth and Derwentside. Derwentside just beginning to get ahead, Robbie, in lane number 4.
Be very close to the finish. Last 25 metres to go. Let's see if Perth can respond.
Derwentside, Perth and Warren coming down with 10 to go. Derwentside look as though they're just going to hold on to this. Is Derwentside in Perth City. Derwentside, Perth City. Warner Bass in third, 3:33.90, 3:34.03, and Warner Bass 3:34.95.
Very tight finish. 0.1 of a second there. That's almost the difference of a takeover or just a reaction off the dive.
We'll just take a note of that time. Warner Bass 3:34.95, although they were third. That at the moment is the fastest junior time, so we'll hope that no one can beat that in the next heat.
From Bangor to go to the recorders table. The representative, please.
The next heat there is one for the junior team taking part. That team is no less than South Lanarkshire, Robbie, who are having a fantastic meet.
They are. Now we have Warner coming up. Let's see what Warner can do here. This is like another very competitive heat.
South Lanarkshire in lane number 4 with the blue cap. Fantastic start over in lane number 2. Ennis McMillan. Jamie Coulter, the 23-year-old veteran now. Back swimming. Master swimmer. He's gone off fast, 23.90.
Out very fast. He'll be trying to dip under that 50-second barrier. Let's see how close he can get.
Jamie managed to get himself on the podium on Friday on the 100 metres IM, so
he's got a lot of speed.
And he's got a very, very good advantage that he's opened up. So Jamie Coulter will hand over to James Black. Second place, Wander Bass. Henry Mackenzie's got them in second place. South Lanarkshire in third in lane number 4. Still the West Lothian team with James Black. Henry Mackenzie beginning to close. Little between them now with 150 gone. Just about half a second between the two. And it's Black just ahead of Mackenzie. So it's from West Lothian and Wander. Little between those two. It's still West Lothian and Warrender. Third place, City of Glasgow and Aberdeen. And West Lothian still lead.
Really nice
they hand over
takeovers there.
To Andrew Hosey.
Looks like Warrender had a brilliant takeover there. It's put themselves back in the lead after being half a body length short there.
Callum Reid,
fantastic underwaters. You can just see him pulling away.
And already Callum Reid's opened up probably about a body length advantage after 50. Andrew Hosey still second, very close for third. Joseph Miley for the University of Aberdeen team, just ahead of Gregor Swinney for City of Glasgow. However, Callum Reid with about a 4 metre advantage.
Nice body length advantage there. Taking over into the anchor leg, it's going to be a tight race. Another great takeover there.
George Clough, good takeover from Wander, and George has got a good 5-6 metre advantage that he's opened up over West Lothian. Hiro Onishi. I don't see Wander being caught now, Robbie. They've opened up 6 or 7 metre advantage. The University of Aberdeen in third place with Jamie Eason. However, George Clough, 2:59.21, has a 3.5 second plus advantage over West Lothian. That certainly looks to be our 1-2. South Lanarkshire coming into the picture for that challenge for third. However, Wander Bass are going to take this. Time 3:26.19. It's tightening up for third place. West Lothian, can they hold on from Sunderland? Sunderland got up 3:33.39 to take second place. City of Glasgow 3:33.47 in third. 3:33.55 for West Lothian, and South Lanarkshire 3:33.66, a blanket finish for second.
What a tight finish
place
there for second and third. Good to see so many teams getting involved there. Warrender, of course, taking the win there by 4 seconds. They'll be trying to make sure that they beat some teams here in the A final. But I'm tell you what, I'm really looking forward to this final. We've got Duncan Scott here. I know he's going to go for the Scottish record here, so expect to see Duncan absolutely flying from the start. The other boys are going to try get on his wave and try draw him in as much as possible. Kieran McGuckin, lane number 5, specialist 100 metre freestyler as well.
Of course, we have a Belgian team over in lane 1. Good to see them competing in this final event, Robbie.
That's right.
Let's see if they can spring a surprise.
Let's just see the pure speed of Duncan Scott. It reminds me of a torpedo just skimming through the water. First 75, he's really got that rate high for Duncan. He's got a very high rate. Let's see if he can get that Scottish record. He's going out for it. The other boys are right on his lane rope, so he's trying to get away from them. 22.5, that is very fast. I think we're going to see a sub 47 seconds here. He is just pulling away now. 25 meters to go, great underwater. He's super efficient underwater. Going to keep his head down now for 10 meters. Come on, let's get under that 47, easy. 46.8, that is a new Scottish record. New PB as well. He'll be absolutely chuffed with that. Nice underwaters there from Martin Walton. He's been doing a lot of work there, and he looks like he's just extending that lead for the University of Stirling. Of course, you've got University of Stirling B team in lane 3, and they'll be eyeing up the University of Edinburgh, trying to get them, and looks like University of Stirling are just going to run away with this race. You've got 2 more quality swimmers left in the field.
Martin Walton still has a good 3-metre advantage. Coming to the second takeover, third swimmer going in now. Craig McLean, the 18-year-old.
Nice takeover there, and it looks like University of Edinburgh are getting themselves back in the mix, which is always great to see. We want to see a close competition.
Jack Thorpe closing now on Craig McLean. Craig McLean probably taking it a little bit slower the first 50.
I think so, yeah.
Give
Craig
himself something in the tank to finish with. And
right.
McLean and Thorpe having a ding-dong battle on this penultimate 100.
It's all going to come down to the last leg here, and it's Callum Bain for University of Stirling, and let's see what can happen. This is going to be super close.
McLean and Thorpe having a fantastic battle here. Stirling and Edinburgh University.
Diving neck
Little
and neck.
between them, 2.2 hardly in it. However,
Callum Bain, the 50-metre champion early on in the week, he's taken the early lead. Let's hope he's got enough left in that second 50. Great underwater there from Callum. It looks like he's pulling away, but of course he has got 50 metres left of the race, and it looks like the University of Edinburgh's catching up again.
Kieran Preston is
It's going
not
to come
giving us
down
up
to the
here.
last 10 metres.
It's still Bain with University of Stirling, Edinburgh University, not done by yet.
One exciting race. Great underwater from Bain. Let's keep your head down. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Callum Bain bringing University of Stirling home. University of Stirling with Callum Bain just holding off that challenge from Kieran Preston from Edinburgh University to take it 3:12.10, 3:12.85, and University of Stirling taking third, 3:17.04.
What an exciting race. Those boys pushing it really, really fast there, and I think that was about an average split of 48 seconds, which is very, very good. Those boys will be chuffed with that. What better way to finish off a competition with that. Duncan from the very start, 46.8 seconds. That is, no Scottish person has ever been under 47. 46.8 for Duncan. Hats off to you. He's had a fantastic competition. He's been racing almost 2-3 events every single day, and to still have the energy for that as well.
And that was also a new club record. So nice for Duncan in that event to not only give him a club record, but as you say, Robbie, a new
He got the Scottish record as well. 2 records in one race. Brilliant talent.
I keep thinking of you guys up there.
Great to see some reflections there from Duncan's mum. Absolutely ecstatic about that race. Duncan's been racing fantastic this meet here, and he's very, very exciting leading into 2017, and these boys here will be winding down slightly for Christmas and looking forward to their Christmas break now.
What a way to
I think
finish
we all are.
with the new Scottish record. So that's 2 tonight, Robbie.
That's right. Plenty of records being broken today, and what a way to round up competition as well.
In fact, that's 3 tonight, 2 for Duncan.
From the ladies 400 metres freestyle relay. Doing the presentation
So
here this
over to the
morning,
far end of the
SASA Vice President.
pool and our final presentations.
The bronze medalists, the team from Edinburgh University, their B team.
So the B team from Edinburgh University,
Gillian Clark, Samantha Caulfield, and Hayley McTee.
they are our bronze medalists. They are Tane Bruce, Gillian Clark, Samantha Caulfield, and Hayley Menteith.
Very, very competitive there between University of Edinburgh B and A team, and University of Stirling getting in between them was a very exciting race. Of course, University of Edinburgh A team were just a couple metres ahead of them.
University of Stirling A team are our silver medalists. They're Natasha Houghton, Danielle Joyce, Daniel Huskisson and Erin Cummings. And the gold medalists, Edinburgh University are Scottish short course champions. They are Lucy Hope, Anna Ewlands, Emily Jones and Catherine Greenslade.
And they did that in a new Scottish club record of 3:39.06.
Well done to the girls of University of Edinburgh. Yet another club record there. Those girls have been swimming fine form this weekend.
And Harper Midlothian, hat trick in the junior champions. They are Lexi Waller, Ellie Riley, Can McInnes, and Katie Taylor. 13-year-olds, a couple of 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds. So they lose Katie, so they'll have to find another one to add to that.
I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Interesting junior team that they have. Fantastic girls team that Phil Potter from Harper Midlothian has.
Great to see the work he's done there, and Phil has been producing so many fantastic female swimmers over the years with the likes of
And on your
Louise
screen you
Pate.
can actually see Phil and Trish Aitchison just with the
bottom right there.
bottom right in front of the sponsor Sport Scotland.
There's Duncan there. These boys straight out their race there. They'll be really chuffed to have just beaten Edinburgh there. It was a close and exciting race to the wire there, and it's always good to have that competition on the last end of night. It feels like a tradition between University of Stirling, University of Edinburgh to come head to head, and long may it continue.
So the University of Stirling are double up on this one. Their B team on the podium in bronze medal position. That's Jordan Hughes, Jamie Graham, Cameron Brodie and Jack Gordon Ballard. Edinburgh University having to settle for silver medal in this one.
And do you know what? I don't think they'll be too disappointed with that. The likes of Jack Thorpe and Kieran, they swam really, really well in that race, and they brought themselves back in the race, and it led to be such an exciting finish.
Yeah, these guys, Kieran McCucken, David Cumberledge, Jack Thorpe and Kieran Preston. And on a new club record, 3:12.85 at the University of Stirling, being led off by Duncan Scott, 46.80, a new Scottish record. Second swimmer, Martin Walton.
What a swim from Duncan.
Craig McLean and Callum Bain.
Duncan had a brilliant day today with that 200 freestyle victory, 142.4, and backing that up with another Scottish record in the 100 freestyle. What a day he's had.
Junior champions, I think, are South Lanarkshire, but we'll find out in just a moment. The gentlemen will be making their way to the podium. I think it was 3:33.66, Robbie.
Well done to South Lanarkshire junior men. And women. They've had a brilliant meet so far. Great to see these boys stepping up. They'll be looking up to the likes of Duncan Scott there, and hoping it's them one day.
So these lads, Mark Hill, 16-year-old, Andrew McIntosh, specialist breaststroker, 15-year-old, Dylan Summerhall, Scott Gibson, specialist backstroker. So they can still do it on the freestyle, Robbie, when they have to.
Yeah, that's right. It's always great to see after third day of competition. These boys have been racing so much this weekend to be standing there, big smiles on their face, producing some brilliant times as well. You know, that's what swimming's all about. That's why we love the sport. We love to see competition. We love to see the upsets. That's the beauty of sport.
And as you can see, all these guys shaking hands with one another. It's as we've said earlier this evening, it's all about getting into the pool, doing your best, and then celebrating with your friends and colleagues afterwards.
That's right, and you can just see the look of relaxation on these boys' faces. They've been training so hard for the last 3 months for this competition. Now they'll just be looking forward to Christmas, spending times with family and friends, and you know, it's always a very nice time to be an athlete right now, because you know it's the end of the short course season. It's time to relax, let yourself relax for a few days, and have some fun, and rein it in and start training hard for 2017 after the new year.
So that concludes the major presentations for all the events.
It was won with 801 points in the women's 200 metres butterfly, and that was Kiana McInnes of Hearts.
Robbie, I believe there's 2 special presentations.
The team from Bangor have already left.
That young lady, Kiana McInnes,
What a talent.
she's obviously being presented with a special award. If you're with us on Friday night, and if you missed it, please go online and catch that Friday night performance. We had a fantastic evening where Kiana took the 200 butterfly title. Junior taking a title, not just a junior title, but a title. And
Brilliant.
there's the men's award, and no surprise to see that going to Duncan.
Scott, yeah. Such a humble guy, Duncan. You know, it's he's really thriving right now, and he's really doing some great stuff in training. Every competition he's entering, he's smashing PBs.
And finally, we can give you the results of the top team. In 10th place, Aberdeen Dolphin with 145 points. In 8th, equal place with 150 points, we have South Lanarkshire and Heart of Podium.
And we have our top teams. Aberdeen Dolphins in 10th place, Heart of Midlothian are 9th, South Lanarkshire are 8th, City of Sunderland were 7th, Lambs were 6th, Longbath Club were 5th, and universities dominate the top 4. University of Aberdeen were 4th, the City of Glasgow swim team were in 3rd place, University of Stirling were 2nd, 1,141, 1143.5 were 2nd. University of Stirling 1171, very close. Edinburgh University are the top club for 2016.
That's not a surprise there, Robert. All the females there almost getting on top of the podium in the senior events. Utterly dominant.
They are very dominant in Edinburgh. Most of the top girls swim for Edinburgh University.
Edinburgh University to the podium.
And there's 2 Hearts girls, Kiana and Katie. And there's Edinburgh University Teen Bruce, I think, taking the bow.
There we go, 2 representatives. Well done.
Liz Stewart, our SASA president, doing that presentation. And congratulations to Edinburgh University.
Many thanks, Liz, for doing the final presentation.
That's the last of the presentations for this evening. As you can see, the lights now being raised. We've had a really busy weekend, Robbie.
Yep, so many highlights.
Been wonderful having you here for the 3 nights.
Thanks for having me.
It's been my pleasure. My name was Robert Taylor. If you didn't catch it, there we are.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Have a lovely Christmas. Best wishes for the new year. We will be back doing this, no doubt, fairly soon. So thank you and good evening.
Good evening. Have a very good Christmas, everyone.